I've got some wiring done, some tested. Got the computer in place, fuse box in place. I have some powers and grounds for the battery signal just jumped out at the moment, but let's go ahead and try the key switch, see if it turns the motor. Might help if I actually connect the hot to the battery first. Try this now. Turning over with the key. So, computer's coming on and fuse box, you can hear it coming on. There's mostly wires from the body side that I need to go ahead and hook up, and battery power and the actual main ground, and we should have the wiring side done. Alright, been doing more work on the International here. Got the front bumper and the grill back on, as well as the bolt-in core support right here. Got it in. I've got the delete kit, new serpentine belt, radiator hoses, they're on the way. The radiator and the drive shafts I've sent off to get them ready, so I should have them back later. I've got the fuel lines hooked up to the fuel rail and running down the frame, and they are back to the tank, but I'm in the process of dropping the tank down now to go ahead and modify it. But then if you come in here, need a flashlight, it's a little dark in here. Hang on, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got the shifters in, both four-wheel drive and the AX15 manual transmission shifter. Had to modify both a little bit for fitment, as well as modify the transmission tunnel. The owner says that they're going to go ahead and have the whole Scout repainted, so they told me just to go ahead and put some primer down where I had to cut and weld to go ahead and close up the holes and move the holes for the shifters. So I have that much done. I did connect the exhaust. I wish I had an exhaust pipe bender though, so I could have made it a little prettier. I still need to make a cross member that's going to work for this transmission, so that's still on the list, and run some more wires. We're getting some more progress done on and off camera, so stay tuned. I'll give you more of an update. First official start with the Jeep 4.0 in the Scout. Been working away here on the Scout, making a good bit of progress. Exhaust is hooked up. Not exactly sure where I left off, but we have the fuel system finalized and in. The wiring run for the fuel pump. Open the door. Got the transmission tunnel done. I need to hook the four-wheel drive shifter back in. Still working on the wiring for the instrument cluster. still have a little bit of wiring left to do under the hood. We now have the radiator, so I've got to get the radiator hoses situated, have the power steering done. What we just finished and we're going to test is the clutch. So, it's pretty stiff. Guess we're going to have to see what happens. Alright, so we've been working away on the Scout. Got the clutch almost totally finalized. Got the pedal modified so we could adapt the Jeep slave cylinder, have it in. I still need to put another bolt in it, but as you can see, clutch pedal works. So let's go ahead and start this thing and see if the wheels turn. After getting the clutch working in here, decided to make a slight alteration to help with the driveline a little bit, help get the transmission up a little bit, get the intake off the firewall. For clearance for the AX15 and the new transfer case, went ahead and sectioned out a spot here in the floor pan. This is all going to be covered underneath the seat. Go ahead and touch it up, but opened it up about 4.5 inches, a little bit more there, to be able to tuck the transmission and the transfer case up a little bit higher. So, and that opened up enough room to be able to get the intake off the firewall where it was touching. So I still have to put one more bolt in the clutch master cylinder over here, but we do have it in. And then we're gonna move on to seeing if we can get the Jeep's power brake booster and master cylinder in here. We'll probably have to extend some brake lines, but we should be able to find a way to make that work in here. Hopefully we'll get it all squared away, have the power brakes, the hydraulic clutch, and all new gauges and everything working here relatively soon. So here's the radiator. So, and I think we have decided to go back with a mechanical fan instead of an electric fan. We may go electric fan at a later date, but for right now I think we're going to go ahead and hook up a mechanical. Maybe find like a Wrangler style shroud to fit in there to funnel the air through. And then we also currently still have the throttle cable we need to get figured out. So get the camera back out, I guess, whenever I have a little more of an update.